We're here to do a periodized plan for a college level midfielder for soccer, and I'm here to begin with the off season. For the off season, what the soccer player wants to do between times of January through March will be to increase strength and power in their legs, and also in maintaining their speed and agility. Since April to the summertime will be more sports specific. Everything else before that would be mostly strength training for the legs. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is their frequency for training. For lifting, Tuesday and Thursday would be running drills, which includes 3-mile runs and sprint interval training for 40 minutes. For Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they're going to be doing mostly Olympic lifts, which are power cleans, hand cleans, power snatches, power jerks, and most importantly, they're going to be doing squats, Romanian deadlifts, and also doing leg presses, just so they can maintain their strength and power in the legs. And we're going to try to keep the intensities really low but very high volume. That means 3 to 4 sets, and repetitions will go to 5 at max.
The preseason phase for a soccer player, for anyone really, is a transitional period, meaning that you're going to change from what you were doing in the off season. You're going to decrease the amount of volume with higher intensities. So specific to a college midfielder, you would do more so 100-yard sprints. You would do like a time 2-minute mile. It's all just testing for shape, conditioning and shape. You do an Indian runs, for example. You can also do 4-corner. You can do 17 cone drills. You can test your agility with a ladder. You can do possibly box jumps, vertical jumps, just for plyometric purposes. You can also have them actually play the game. You can vary it to your specifics. It could be half game time. It could be a quarter. I mean, it's all about how you want to design it specifically.
During the in-season phase for a soccer player, it's going to be in the fall, and there's going to be a lot of sports-specific exercises with low intensity and low volume. It's going to be a lot of maintenance work, so there's going to be a lot of running and a lot of small-sided games. There's no testing during the season, as the athletes are in practices or games almost every other day. There's a lot of ball work and skills, a lot of sprint training and endurance. There's more dynamic stretching that they do to keep them active, keep their muscles activated. The volume all depends on when there's a game. If the game is later in the week, they'll do high intensity. But if the game is the next day, they'll do a low intensity. And the rest periods for in-season are always a day after the game, and they'll do stretching and foam rolling. During the postseason for the soccer player, usually is only about a month, from the end of November to about the beginning of January, and this is the active rest period of the macro cycle. There is more core and assistance exercises such as like crunches, push-ups, pull-ups, stuff like that. Also jumping rope, running, or recreational sports such as ice hockey or basketball to help improve VO2. The training frequency is only about 1 to 3 times per week. You don't really want to overbear the athletes. They just had a full season. The training load should be about 10 to 15 reps at about 60 to 65% of your 1 RM. And the key thing to consider is here is the athletes went through their off season, preseason, and in season. So the postseason is really a rest period for them. So you don't want to overbear the athletes, and they need time to recoup and get ready for the next season. And that's our periodized plan on a midfielder soccer player.